Welcome in, guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week or day so far, depending on when you're seeing this video. Of course, this video is timeless, so anytime you are seeing this means these messages are for you. This energy is guided towards you for a reason, and Spirit has messages for you. So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't, as always. My name is Luna. I am a professional tarot reader of 7 years. This is what I do for a living, and I absolutely enjoy it and love it. Just know that I am not sponsored or paid by any decks that I use, but all of the decks and everything that I use will be used in the description below, so you guys can check those out. There are some decks, however, that are not being made anymore, and I will put that in the description if they are not, but you can find ones that are like it, maybe on Amazon or Etsy. I would definitely recommend to try to support some smaller creators like Etsy if you did want to get tarot decks. As well as I do have a Patreon, so if you guys want to take advantage of free readings, free questions, merchandise, spell jars, mystical mail, anything like that, subscribing to my Patreon is an extra added bonus to my live content, as well as the content you see here on a weekly basis. I do go live weekly at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and also make sure you hit that like button. There will be questions I ask throughout the reading that I want you guys to comment below, so make sure you guys are interacting as well. I do like to know if you guys do enjoy some type of readings that I do compared to others. This also helps me give and receive the content that you guys are enjoying. I will have timestamps below in a comment and also a video form. So if you guys want to skip to certain parts of this video, you're more than welcome to. I've done that so it is easier to get through the reading. And if you make it through the whole reading, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. So this week, we will just be doing an overall collective reading, some oracle card pulls, some timeline pulls, things like that. So we're just going to kind of see where Spirit leads us this week and just what it is that we need to hear. Okay? All right. So let's get started into the reading here. I always like to do a little bit of shuffling. I am a creator that does help people learn how to read tarot. So I like to have the camera facing downward at my hands. So I do like to show my shuffling as well, as people do enjoy that. All right, let's see what Spirit has for us today. Spirit, show us messages, what it is that they need to know and what they need to hear. All right, let's see what we've got here. Let's lay the cards out. Also, as well, if you are a Patreon subscriber, you do get access to this video days before other people do. So that's also an added bonus as well. More cards here. Also, as well, I am creating my own tarot deck, which is a beginner tarot deck. It's been brought into today's day and age, which is easier to read, understand. The illustrations are more into today's day and age. So when you see something, it's more understandable. As well as I will be illustrating, cutting, foiling, and doing all of that in-house as well. So that should be coming within the next few months. So I'm really excited. So make sure you guys do hit that subscribe button if you are interested. And I will also be working on a beginner tarot guide that you guys will be able to purchase for anywhere from $1 to $5. You guys can just download it and see it for yourself as well. Okay, so let's get into this reading. Let's see what's going on. Oh my gosh, mentally, I feel like we need to rest. Okay, the Four of Swords is all about resting. So what are we resting from? Is it because you're overdoing it? Is it because you're just putting too many things on your plate, so mentally you just can't handle everything that's going on? Is it a sense of needing to take a break from work? Maybe there's some PTO that we need to take. We need to take some time just to have a mental day. And what does a mental day look like usually? So I would say a mental day for me would be a day where I'm not working. There are no expectations of me, no chores, no grocery shopping, none of that stuff. It is just a day where you're sitting on the couch, being lazy, playing your video games, watching your Netflix, whatever this might mean to you. So this is a warning, I believe, when I do pull this card, for me at least, that if we don't handle this exhaustion, it will turn into a much worse situation. And sometimes we get a little too far because we think we can handle things. But in all honesty, we do forget that our mental state is just as important as our physical and spiritual. So make sure we're taking care of that. Don't just kind of skip over this card in this reading. Really make sure that we're taking a step back right now and assessing to say, okay, where do I need to take some mental rest? Where am I overloading myself? Maybe there's some days that I can do other things that will help me in the long run throughout the week. Maybe prepping my meals, doing something, whatever that might mean for you, but really, really take that serious. The Chariot card, progression and movement. So the Chariot card can mean a few things. The Chariot card can be you're moving in the right direction. You're already succeeding and winning by the direction you're moving in. You're very determined. You see the path you want to go and you're continuing to move towards that goal. The Chariot card can also mean too, we need to start progressing. We need to continue to move forward. So if there's something that we're holding back, whether that's a conversation with a relationship, whether it's a relationship with a person, whether that's work, whether we're holding something back from ourselves, this is the sign from the universe. It's time to progress. It's time to make that freaking movement. Don't hold yourself back. So this kind of goes hand in hand, the Four of Swords and the Four of Cups. Now, the swords are from the neck up, and the cups are more emotional, what you feel on the inside. So the cups are very much one of those where it's like, hey, we've got to go back to grounding ourselves. We've got to really take a moment to think about everything that's going on, because there's so many things that are clouding our judgment and our mind right now that the universe, the God's hand that shows up in this card, is trying to tell you. Sorry for the shaking there. My head accidentally hit the tripod. The Four of Cups, it's trying to tell you, I've got a message for you, but you're so focused on all the busyness going on here that you're not paying attention to what the universe is trying to present to you emotionally. So make sure you are paying attention to what the universe is trying to say. So I really feel there's some very spiritual stuff that we need to work on. We need to work on some rest emotionally and mentally, okay? So make sure we're progressing towards that. And with this, it could be because there's new things going on in your life emotionally. You're finally seeing some of that fulfillment, but sometimes with that fulfillment can become stress because it's like, oh my gosh, I just started this new job. I'm really stressed out right now. It's exactly what I want, but I'm the new person. Or maybe I just started this relationship and it's like, I'm trying to get to know them, but I'm trying to work around my work schedule. There could be so many things that, yes, sometimes new things and new chapters can cause a lot of emotional and mental stress. It doesn't mean it's not meant for you. It's just we're trying to work through it. So comment in the comment section below. What is the new chapters you're starting in your life? What is this new stuff, this overflowing of positivity, but maybe causing you some stress? And how are you handling that stress? With this is the passion. So yes, new offers and opportunities are being brought to you. I love that these two cards are here. So maybe it's just so much at one time. Maybe it's the sense of, I don't know if I'm worthy yet. I'm not sure how to handle the situation. Maybe it seems unreal to me, but this is very much wonderful, wonderful things. So let's not hold ourselves back. When we take care of ourselves mentally and emotionally, as well as spiritually, new things will open up for ourselves. And the King of Pentacles is very much being certain of yourself with abundance. And it's not always just money. Abundance can mean emotions. It can mean the people you surround yourself with. But the King of Pentacles is also a reminder like, hey, it's time to start spoiling yourself a little bit. You know, take yourself out to dinner, do something nice for yourself, but know that you understand your worth, right? You understand your worth. You know, all the hard work you've put into has come to this point. You are that person that you've wanted to be. You are that success as far as abundance. You found that freedom that comes with abundance. You're finally there. So even if you're not rich, abundance can come in certain ways, different ways of looking at life and situations. So with the King of Pentacles, this is a reminder, hey, you're doing everything necessary. Wonderful things are happening, but don't forget to spoil yourself. It's okay to do that. And you don't have to spend a ton of money to do it, right? There is some things here. Maybe we have worked on self-discipline with the King of Swords. Maybe we have worked on it. Maybe we have put all of our work in and this is where we're at now. Great, fantastic. But the King of Swords can also show to say, hey, you still got some stuff you need to work on here, okay? Where is the self-discipline coming from? Going to the gym more? Like I said, maybe prepping your meals, stop being so hard on yourself, maybe start working more on personal hygiene, maybe start working more on your mental, spiritual, physical well-being. What does this mean to you? Really hold yourself accountable with the King of Swords. Remember, mental, from the shoulders, the neck up, okay? And it's time to take control and maintain that control, regardless of what somebody says around you. There are always going to be people, these villains that everybody says, everyone, you know, that term that everybody uses. Well, everyone says this. Well, who is everyone? They use it as just a term in general all over. But what it really is that the Seven of Wands is about taking control over those emotions or things that might be said. Sorry guys, I had to close the door for a second, some loud noises. So the Seven of Wands is all about taking control, maintaining control over those things that people say. You're not worthy enough. You're not going to do it. You're not capable of it. Prove them wrong, because who are they to say that, right? So maintain that control over whatever obstacles are happening right now. And the Three of Wands, really push yourself out there. Put yourself out there more. You don't have to be where you're at now. If you're not happy with something, change it. Put yourself out there. Really network. Whatever this may mean for business, love, relationship, there is so much more to be had. So don't hold yourself back, especially let others make you believe that you're unworthy. And it's okay to not know exactly what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. It's okay to be in the hermit stage and search for those answers, to search for yourself spiritually and get those answers. But I'm going to say the one thing about the hermit card that we all love is the hermit is so comfortable. We love the hermit stage. We're safe under our blanket. We're in our house. We're comfortable where we're at. We don't want to grow. The thing is about the hermit, it's about lessons. It's about finding yourself spiritually. It's about finding the right lamp that's bright enough to get you through the dense fog. It doesn't mean you stay there forever. So don't hold yourself back. Don't get too comfortable, because remember, there are so many other people, places, things, spiritually, physically, mentally, you've got to get to, you've got to work on. So don't let that hold you back. Okay. All right. So we're going to pull, let's see, a spirit animal card here. All right. I'm going to shuffle the deck. I'm actually going to put these cards up here just to kind of give myself some space. And again, too, guys, I want to know, what are your guys' spirit animals? Some of you guys have already told me, and I appreciate that. Mine is the spider. I didn't ask for that, obviously, but if you want to try to find your spirit animal, the best way is to pay attention to nature when you're out in it, pay attention to your dreams, and really ask to be guided to your spirit animal, okay? Don't try to overthink it. All right, the first one that popped out would be the fox, which is opportunities. You must be quick to move out of your comfort zone, especially when the situation calls for immediate responsiveness and flexibility. Open your mind to new ways of doing things. Once you do, get ready for good luck and opportunities to come your way. Remember, we just talked about the hermit stages, getting out of that comfort zone. We like staying in there because it's comfortable, but getting out of your comfort zone is when you push yourself to grow. You push yourself to things that you never thought you were capable of doing. It helps you learn. It helps you become stronger mentally, physically, and spiritually. And so much luck and opportunity come that way. So if you stay inside a box and you never go out there, you'll never know the opportunities that are waiting for you. So slowly start pushing yourself a little bit at a time out of your comfort zone, right? So we're going to go with the angel numbers now. That is not my angel number deck, this one. So many black decks. I really love the back of this deck. It is so pretty. I know I say that every single time, but it is really such a beautiful deck. Show us an angel number. There we go. 6262. Build meaningful relationships based on trust, love, and respect. Spend quality time with your loved ones. Communicate openly and support each other on life's journeys. So remember, we talked about the Seven of Wands. If somebody's not supporting you, why are we listening to them? Maintain control over that. So how are we going to do that? The King of Pentacles, what we talked about. You know your worth. You know what you've worked hard for. Surround yourself with that abundance that you are looking for. If you are not shown love, trust, and respect, why are you giving that to somebody who is not? Why is it that we always feel the need to fix other people and make them happy? It is not our job to fix or make other people happy. That is their job on their own to do that. We have to surround ourselves with people who are going to support you, who are going to push you on your life's journey, who are going to always support even the craziest ideas that you have. They're always going to say, well, it's crazy, but I love you and I know you can do it. Find people like that. So if this is screaming at you that there's somebody in your life that doesn't truly believe in you, I can promise you having them in your life is going to hold you back. You have to push yourself out of your comfort zone. Again, I feel like this reading is very much screaming the same exact thing. And I think what Spirit's trying to tell us. So I think this message is trying to get to some of you who are allowing people to get into your way, who are allowing you to just be comfortable in just ordinary and bland. And it's okay to be ordinary and bland. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you're meant for so much more, it gets boring. So push yourself a little bit. See what you're capable of doing. It's okay, right? You're meant to be freaking amazing and magnificent and help others. So don't let the other people's voices get to you and stop you. If you want to be ordinary or plain or whatever, that's fine if that's your passion. But we're not talking about those people. We're talking about the people who don't want to do that they're just doing it for comfort. No more. No more. Okay, that's the angel number. I love that. Let me know if you guys see angel numbers down below on the clocks. I see them every freaking day. All the time. Just before I started this reading, it was 10:10. So we're going to do a crystal. We're going to pull from the crystal deck here. We're going to see what crystal we should be focusing on. And this is also another beautiful deck. Some of you guys might have already seen this oracle deck going around because it truly is just such a beautiful deck. I am obsessed with it. All right, let's see what crystal we should be focusing on in this time that you're seeing this video. Spirit, show us the right crystal and messages that they need to hear. All right, we have a winner. What is going on here? Apophyllite. I think I said that correctly. Stay positive. Now we're going to go ahead and look it up in the oracle book. A lot of oracle decks do come with their own book because it is hard to write the definitions on the cards. So let's see. And the number 10 is shouting out with this card. So maybe look for the number 10 moving forward. Keep your head up and your hopes high. Instead of focusing on all the things that can go wrong, it's important to focus on all the things that can go right. Direct your attention to all the positives in your life and allow them to motivate you. Stay grateful in the moment. Allow yourself to be excited about a prospect or opportunity. Why ruin all the fun with second guessing and what ifs? A positive mindset, one centered on hope rather than fear, can overcome almost anything. Where your attention goes, energy flows. Let it flow towards the positive. I love this. And some core questions to ask yourself. When do you feel the most positive? What aspect of your life are good? How would it feel to focus on only positives? I definitely feel that this reading is screaming a lot of things to people today. Let me tell you what, it is definitely screaming messages. So maybe this is a good time to take a journal out and journal and ask yourself like, hey, where are the positives in my life? What do I feel is positive? And maybe start surrounding yourself and growing that more. You could definitely do that with some more shadow books as well. I'm going to pull from my favorite deck, Magical Spirit Oracle. This is like my fairy witchy deck. I love it. It's got beautiful gold embellishment on the side. It is one of my favorite. Again, I'm not sponsored by any of the card companies yet. We're manifesting, right? All right, let's see, Spirit. Space, time, and self. Trust in places. Infinity, reincarnation. All right, let's look this one up and see what this is all about. So excited. Trust in places. I'm going to have to find this card. Oh, it's 24. Let me find it here. 85. Another number to look out for. All right. Higher self intuition, quantum realm. You are a soul here to embark on a human journey. You choose this mission to experience, enjoy, overcome, and evolve into your highest, most authentic self. You are influenced by space, the atom, time, the hourglass, free will, the human, the spirit, and the third eye butterfly. This is a transcendence of your soul and a healing for a collective consciousness. We are evolving alongside spirit in the universe. There is an overreaching purpose, the rainbow, to what we do and who we are. And where we go. Deep down, we feel its call and that we have been here before. We sense that there is something else above and beyond all of this. Notice how the eyes in the artwork lovingly and confidently look at you. This is your highest self, the eyes, the knowing of your soul. Allow it to guide, comfort, teach, and center you on this great adventure. You can always connect with you in the quantum realm through spiritual practices, nature, and communicating via the heart. We are always in the 5D realm. It's just that we live in the 3D as humans. But that is not all that we are. Our souls connect us to the source of spirit. See the magic mushrooms that grow by your feet. They are for you as you set off on the mystical unknown. The mushrooms symbolize the gift and breadcrumbs that spirit and our soul have given you. Will you take them? Will you allow them to help you see? They will help you to awaken and recognize your spirit-given gifts and intuition. Pulling this card has the energy of soulful remembering behind it. To listen when your soul calls to you. This is your higher self. Self-gifting, this is to you now. They call you to remember what is and really all about. Not to get going to the lost in the details of the human life. To zoom out and see the bigger picture. To rise above the come home, back to home, to your core. Do you remember, dear soul? Connect with your higher self and thank them for the reminder. Invite them to offer more signs. Tell them that you deeply appreciate them. The energy of gratitude will put you into a state of receiving. This will help you enhance the signs. When you go to sleep and when you wake up in the morning, send a prayer. So this is a very, very deep card. My goodness, this is probably one of the deeper ones in this deck. I just have to say a disclaimer. I am not giving you permission to take any mushrooms or any extracurricular activities. If that's something you do, that's fine, but this is not giving you permission to do so. I'm not saying that. It's just metaphorically speaking in the card, okay? That it's giving you to wake up, to see more, okay, through your third eye. So, but this is a very, very beautiful card. I absolutely adore it. The messages behind it are beautiful. All right. Let's pull a time frame here. Let's see what time frames we should be looking out for. All right, so I see 10 days and Friday are 2 times to look out for. Now, the one thing about time frame decks that I always say, please take this with a grain of salt, as these are more fortune telling than they are guidance. Every single decision you make from here on out can alter and change the decisions and outcomes of the physical time that you might be looking for, okay? I do want to pull from another deck here, which is one of the most beautiful decks that I have. This one is such a beautiful deck. It's called Earth and Bone Oracle, which is one of my favorites. This one's a little bit more darker, macabre, Tim Burton feel. I love it. This one also has blue foil embellishments on the side, which are beautiful. All right. Which one does Spirit want us to see here? The shadow, wholeness, integration, repressed, and emotions. Let's see what is going on here. I'm going to look up for this one. Page 90. Let's look at it. Let's see what's going on. The shadow. As one being, you are absorbing the shadow half of yourself, the aspect of yourself that you'd rather keep concealed, emerges and surfaces, forcing you to face it. As difficult as this task is, it is essential to build internal unity and harmony in order to rise to higher realms. Do not allow the suppression of others' views and opinions of the past to rule over and control you. You may actively begin to heal effort after you are completely aware of what you would rather hide from the world. Accept and embrace the dark elements of yourself that you previously felt compelled to hide. You can begin to learn from them, forgive and grow from the trauma and suppressions once you know that you have complete control over your own reality. The old wounds and traumas have been released and they no longer affect the person you are today. Although it can be tough to let go of the deep-rooted pain, remember that you are all powerful and capable of manifesting everything you choose. Reality is a product of thought and imagination. Therefore, you gain control over it. You must realize that you are in control. If the anguish of the past, suppressed memories, and emotions arise, understand that you have the power to acknowledge what happened in the past and that you live in the present. Sitting with your shadow entails sitting with the side of yourself that has formed as a result of past experiences. As you forgive the old version of yourself for not knowing any better or for not trusting in your inner knowing, you begin emerging your shadow. That's kind of crazy because we did talk about some shadow work in the journal. We talked about old stuff. Sometimes suppressing old things that have happened to the child in you and not allowing to feel those emotions and work through them properly can be held in. It's okay to allow that lower vibrational energy to surface, because in order to feel those emotions and know how to properly handle them creates strength spiritually. It's who you are as a person. There's an even balance between lower vibrational energy and higher vibrational. We all have it. It just depends how some of us handle one or the other. Suppressing this can actually harm your spirit. So allowing these to emerge, it's not saying to be mean to people, to go into your villain era. It's saying to understand yourself even in the darkest times, because this is where you find the most control of yourself and understanding truly how powerful you can be even in the darkest times, because you know how to control it. And I think that is such a beautiful message to leave off on for this reading in this video. Let me know down below if this reading resonated in any way, how any of these messages have helped you, if spirit found you at the right time. Also, let me know once you hit the follow button, subscribe, and share button. I truly do appreciate it. I believe we are on the road to almost 600 followers, so thank you so much for that. I do have to say though, if it isn't for you guys, I wouldn't have this beautiful career that I do. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I truly do appreciate every single one of you for allowing me and giving me this opportunity. It does mean the world to me, and I will forever be grateful and honored to be your tarot reader that you choose to go to. I do love you guys. Remember that you guys are special. You are loved and you are important. If you haven't taken your medication or drank some water or ate something today, please go do that. And if you have just made it out of bed and doing just the day-to-day things, remember, I am so proud of you for everything that you do. And if you haven't been told that you're special, loved, and important, I'm telling you that from the bottom of my heart. And until the next video, guys, I will see you in the next, and I love you so much.